All right. I guess we're live. So working? I don't know. Wait around to see if anybody shows up. I don't know where to look on this camera. I'm using my phone. Hey, I got somebody watching. All right, now let's see if I can go to it. This is my first live stream. With my phone anyway. How's it going out there? All right. There we go. Yay. There we go. Oh, Lord. All right, hang on. Got to turn that down. Okay. All right. Well, hello, everybody. So, I just got back last night from London, back to Seattle, and my arms aren't exactly tired, but boy, am I tired. And I have now run out of videos that I have pre-edited and ready and scheduled and ready to go up. So, it's Sunday, which means I need to do a video. So, we're getting a live stream. Hopefully that's okay. I'm just hanging out down in my basement, stickering some cubes, and I just figured I'd let you know what was going on and what to expect for like the next couple or 3 months. Because I'm going to have to change my upload schedule a little bit because I'm starting to get really busy. So, yeah. So I'm working on this Xingqiao 7x7. I've got my new shades. These are, what are they? So I guess these are basically Fulbrights. A little bit different though. This is the fluoro blue, and what do we got? Fluoro red. So it's not exactly Fulbrights, but I really like these shades, so I've decided to re-sticker like pretty much everything that I have with these shades instead of whatever comes on the cube. So I'm most of the way through. Actually, let me grab. I'll show you what I've got so far. All right, here I am. So I started off just doing my Xingqiao cubes because, I don't know, I like these. I don't like to actually solve them or anything, but so I got the 2x2 and the 3x3 and I did the 4x4. This is a junky cube, but it looks really good with these shades on it. Then I did a full fitted on the mini 5x5. Which is pretty cool. And then the regular size 5x5, which I've got cube and a cube going on here. And this is the 6x6. This is actually a better 6x6 than the first one that I bought, the first Xingqiao. It actually moves not too terribly. And then the mini 7x7, and this ended up looking really nice. I like the way this one looks. So now I'm working on this 7x7, and I've got, see, is that the 8? So I got the 8 and the 9 to do still. And then I did get the Xingqiao 11 and 12. And so, gonna do those too, but I have not pulled the stickers off of those guys yet. So basically I'm gonna sit here and sticker and chat and look at your messages and respond to questions and what have you. And that will be today's video. So here we are. Oh, in the background, we've got my workbench with the Altair Arduino doing the, what's it called, Kill the Bit program. So it's basically running a little blinking lights program back there, and you can see cubes and oscilloscope, and I've got a bunch of kits back there that I still have to put together and everything. So how's it going out there? Let's see, we've got KVS Cuber, Igor Cubing, and Jason Jennings. So howdy to everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We'll just hang out for a bit and do stuff. I'm not sure, like, do you guys want me to point the camera at the cube, or do you want me to point the camera at me and I'll just chat? So let me know what you want. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and get to stickering this thing. This may be the most boring live stream you guys have ever seen, so we'll just have to see how this goes. What I got going on here? Yep. Oh. Not too many people watching. I told you it was going to be boring. So, what have I got going on? Well, we are coming up on Renaissance Fair season. And that means that a bunch of my time is going to be taken up preparing my group for the Renaissance Fair in August, which means that I have to get a bunch of high schoolers and some adults together and remind them how to play recorders and viola da gamba and get them all up to speed on singing stuff again too. And so I'm going to have to spend a bunch of time doing that. And what that's going to do is it's going to cut into my cubing schedule, both competitions and video recording and everything. So I'm going to have to probably cut back to one video a week if I want to keep my current quality. And quality is pretty important to me. Like, this live stream already makes me a little sad because I'm just using my phone. So instead of you know, miking up with my lav mic and my H1, I'll just show you. So I do have an H1 and a lav mic that I use when I need to move around. Normally, what I have going on is, you know what? We'll just pick this up and show it to you. So let me see if I can flip the camera. Boop. There we go. Normally, what I have going on is this camera right here. Okay, this is my EOS 5D Mark III. It's a Canon, and this is what we record almost everything with. Okay, and then when Dave's here, we use these two Bluebird mics, and then we have this pair of channel strips that we use to get the sound exactly right, and we've got a Tascam something or other recorder, digital recorder there. Okay, and that's, and we got a bunch of lights, got these LED light panels here, which is pretty cool. And so let me get sat back here, flip the camera back around, there we go. And so that's normally how we get the quality that I end up getting on most of my videos. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just live streaming from my phone. And so the sound that you're getting is whatever the phone is giving you. And you're going to hear people walking around. The dogs are going to be around and doing stuff. So I think my sister's probably walking around in the kitchen right now. So you're just going to hear that. That's what you get when we live stream. You know, hopefully the quality doesn't bother anybody, and hopefully we can just have a good time today here anyway. So do you guys want to, like, do you want me to put the camera on the cube that I'm stickering while I talk, or do you just want to see my talking head? Let me know in the comments there. Oh, hey, James Quinn. Hello there. Mitchell Johnson. Good to see you. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Oh, wow, there's quite a delay on this live stream. The London trip was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was a really quick trip. Like, who goes to Europe for like a week? But apparently I do. So I have a daughter who's a senior in high school, and she had spring break, and so we decided to go take a quick vacation. And that's why we ended up going to London for just a week. And yeah. Yay, sound quality. Everything's good. Awesome. So, yeah. So, fair. Yeah, back to what I was saying. So, Renaissance Fair requires me to do a bunch of work because, as you know, I lead this group of musicians, about half of which are high school students and about half of which are adults in the community. And we play early instruments. And so, as the leader, I am required to make sure everybody has a costume. I'm required to make sure that we have the music picked out. And then I have to actually get everybody together and rehearse and all of that stuff. And what that requires me to do is basically herd cats. And herding cats, as you know, is one of those difficult jobs. So, hey, it's Jeff Scott Brown. Greetings. We should chat in email, sir, because Dave and I, you know, have plans. Oh, nice. Mitchell Johnson is working on a half-truncated square one mod. Cool. Hopefully you'll do a video about it, because I'd like to see what you end up doing. So what'll happen is, as I shift focus from, cubing all the time and, working on these kits that I've been building and all that stuff, and basically taking a trip down memory lane through all the vintage computing stuff that I've been doing lately, uh, I'm gonna have to do some costuming for reasons that I won't go into on this live stream. I need to build myself a new costume. The one that I had last year barely fit last year, and it will not. There's no way it's gonna fit this year. Let's just say I haven't been able to run as much as I have been in the past, and this has consequences. So I'm gonna have to get some blue velvet and some black and gray silk, and put together a merchant level or nobleman level costume for myself. And so that's going to take some work, but I plan to document it. So in case anybody out there ever wants to, sew a Renaissance, Elizabethan Renaissance costume, it'll be documented and you can see kind of how to do it, and that might give you ideas on what to do. And I have no hope that anybody out there would actually be interested in this, but I am. And as I said previously, this channel is all about things that I'm interested in, so hopefully you guys enjoy those things too. I will try to keep cubing content going because I love cubing, as you know, and I like getting new cubes and reviewing. So, I'll keep doing that. It's just going to slow down a little bit because I'm going to have to shift my focus. So, hey, it's Samuel Wieland. Hopefully I said that right. Hello there. Welcome to the live stream. So, what else did I have? Oh yeah. So as I said, I've run out of, I preloaded a bunch of stuff before we went off on vacation and scheduled it so that it was like I was never gone. But now I'm back and I'm out of pre-edited videos, and I have a bunch. How many do I have in the queue here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 8 videos in the queue right now that need edited. So it's all stuff that I've filmed most of, might need some voiceover, who knows. But they'll be coming along. Unfortunately, a lot of them are unboxings, and some of them, I think the vast majority of the unboxings are actually computer kits. So be prepared. You're about to get a big string of unboxings, and hopefully you like unboxings. Sometimes it's not always about the stuff in the unboxing, but about whatever goofy stuff I end up saying during the unboxing. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. Hello, Jacob with the Cube. Nice to see you. I have, let's see, as you know, 2 old cubers went to the Vintage Computer Fair. I have some footage for that hopefully will be turned into a video fairly soon. And Dave and I and a friend ended up wandering around the Living Computer Museum in Seattle for a while too, and that'll kind of all be in there. And I do have footage from getting my Apple II Plus. So I just need to turn that into some kind of interesting video. So that should be soon. What else do I have? A bunch of kit unboxings. I have a puzzle unboxing, and I'll have another puzzle unboxing. Oh, and because so many people asked for it, I'm going to do another series of another magnetizing tutorial series. So I did a 3x3, and as you probably saw, I posted a 4x4 magnetizing tutorial, and so I'm gonna do a 5x5, a 6x6, and a 7x7 tutorial of that length and quality and detail. So you can look forward to that, and that should not, like, that doesn't take a lot of work for me to record, because literally I just set up a camera while I do it, and I'm gonna do the magnetizing anyway, so I might as well just record it, and then I can turn that into a tutorial pretty easily. So those will be coming out. And then I need to do some reviews, but I'm not sure what reviews to do right now. I got a request for budget 6x6s, so I have some 6x6s on the way that I didn't even know about. I think I've got the YJ 6x6 and a Cyclone Boys 6x6, and those two, plus the MF6 should make for an interesting budget review. Frankly, my initial impression of the budget 6x6s is use a Yushin Red with magnets in it, because it's not budget, but like it's the only good one. I suppose we could argue about the Wuhua, and maybe the V2 is good because I haven't touched one of those, but you know, Yushin Red, as far as I know, is like the 6x6 that is actually decent if you put the work into it. So If anybody knows about the Wuhua V2, like, is it worth my time to get one and magnetize it and look at it? That'd be great to know because I'd be happy to do it. I just was not impressed with the V1, and so I didn't even bother magnetizing one of those because I didn't like it very much. So, who else we got out there? Hey, it's Kit. Hello, Kit. Welcome to the live stream. Well, I'm going to work on stickering this cube. I don't know what we've got fit. Wow. Live streams go very quickly. This is kind of cool. I probably won't do it for more than about another 15 minutes probably because I got to get moving. Pokemon Community Day is today, and when that's finished at about 2 o'clock, I need to go hang out with the family and everything. So, oh, Kit says, where are we and why isn't this Twitch? Hello, Kit. We are in my basement, in my kind of, you call it a man cave, whatever, workbench back there, and I'm at my desk and I'm stickering cubes while we hang out. So, and why isn't this Twitch? I don't have a Twitch account. I don't even know how to, like, I barely know how to live stream on YouTube, dude. So that's kind of why this is the way it is. I don't actually like live streaming because I don't like the quality. So I'm gonna put a sticker on this cube now. There we go. So nobody said they wanted to see the cube, so you're just gonna get to see the top of my head while I put stickers on. Hopefully that's fine. Oops. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, I also like the no editing aspect. On the other hand, most of my stuff is pretty heavily edited because if I don't edit myself, I end up looking like a big dork. And what I mean is even more than what you see and what I edit. So this could go completely sideways here. So far, so good though. And I gotta tell you, the people that watch my channel are all pretty cool anyway, so nobody gives me any crap about anything, so I'm pretty happy about that. Actually, that's a good segue into, you know, I actually have really good viewers. You guys are pretty cool. Everybody puts nice comments, and we're all basically nice to each other in the comments, and I only occasionally have to go into the comments and, you know, bring the hammer of justice down on somebody, and mostly it's because the one rule, actually, let's just talk about it for a minute. Like, I have one rule of comments on my channel, and that is be kind, okay? Just be kind to each other. Be kind to me, too, because, like, you know, I don't have to do this. I enjoy doing it, but if the comments ever got bad like they, you know, did for a few YouTubers that I know, like, I just stopped doing it because it's not worth it. But for the most part, everybody that has commented on my channel has been pretty nice, and I've only had to issue a few gentle reprimands. So, oh, the Kit, the live stream that Dave and I did when we got home, yeah, that was pretty fun. We're gonna do more of those. Gotta go. Okay, Mitchell is gonna go and sand and paint. Awesome. You too. Have a great rest of your weekend too there. Yeah, Dave and I have plans to do more live streams. Mostly it's a matter of Dave is really busy and I am really busy, and so it's hard to get both of us together at the same time. And probably if we ever do another live stream, it's going to have to be like on a Tuesday night, because that's about the only night that he and I both have that is free and easy for us to get together at the same time. Because he's got a wife and I have a wife and family and dogs and all kinds of stuff, and so I have to, you know, you got to maintain those relationships, right? And so if my family ever came to hate my YouTube channel, I wouldn't get to do this anymore, because they are, you know, priority zero, top priority. So it's pretty funny that I almost exclusively use stickerless cubes now, but for some reason I still enjoy restickering black cubes. Now, I don't resticker white cubes because I hate white cubes, and why would you do that? But I understand there are people out there that like white cubes. I don't get it. I don't get it. I try to solve on a white cube, and I just can't see the colors. I'm so distracted by the white. It really bothers me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Kit's alluding to the fact that he, do you replace white with black? What do you replace with black? I think it's white, but I'm not entirely sure. But Kit makes stickerless cubes, but he makes one of the sides black, and I think he replaces white with black. And so that requires him to buy a black cube and a stickerless cube, and then swap in the pieces. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Kit replaces white with black and then switches black with green. So black is opposite of blue and yellow is opposite of green, I think. Yeah. So that's almost that what what I think they call the Japanese color scheme kind of. Oh, that's all. That's nice of the cubicle. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Jeff, I am a pretty big fan of the full fitted for the if I do replace the stickers on at least on 3x3s. Although I have to admit, this this 5x5 looks really nice with the full fitted. I didn't get full fitted for all of my Shingxiao cubes, and when I did that 5x5, I found it really touchy to get the stickers in exactly the right place. So I think I'm glad I didn't get them for all these, because I think I'd be tearing my hair out trying to get it exactly right. All right, now this one is touchy. I'm doing center stickers now, and these things are a little touchier than the edge ones. So what do we got? Kit says, and lab products have a stickerless black options. Yes, I noticed that the Cubicle Labs would let you choose black, which is really cool. Which is really cool. I wish Speed Cube Shop had some of the same services as the Cubicle, mostly because Speed Cube Shop is almost like having Amazon Prime for cubes, because for me, they get here in like 2 days. Like the day from whenever they ship it, 2 days, and it's here. And that's what I like about it. And Cubicle, by virtue of being on the East Coast somewhere, and I'm just gonna wave my hands that direction, they do not get stuff to me as fast. So so I have been uploading on Sunday and on Thursday, and that was a schedule that I kind of set for myself because I was trying to upload every other day, and that's just too much. Like, I found that it was impossible to have a life and create enough content with enough quality to upload on that schedule. So I went to 2 a week, and I think during fair season I'm just gonna have to cut back to one, good video per week, and then, if I feel like live streaming, then I'll do that, or throw up a quick update, or just something that I don't have to edit so much. I may do that. I don't know. I have a pretty small audience, and I think all y'all mostly don't care what I do as long as I do something. So that's probably fine. I'll tell you though, I really do enjoy the editing. I don't know. It makes me feel so creative when I do it. And sometimes that's the coolest part, is taking the raw stuff and turning it into something that's pretty nifty. I think one of the things that I enjoyed editing the most was the intro for the Tool Cuber second season. That was super cool. I giggled to myself so much while I was doing that. It was really cool. I highly recommend doing homages to old TV shows and stuff like that if that sort of thing tickles you at all, because it really gets the creative juices flowing, and also, like, every person out there that gets the end joke, that just makes it even cooler. So has anybody got any comps coming up? I'm watching the comments and stickering here. I'm sure this is a riveting video. Fortunately, it's a live stream and the standards are a little bit lower. Are Kit? You're gonna be at Puget Sound Spring, right? What do I got going here? Yes. Because I'm gonna be at Puget Sound. Try again. I'm gonna be at Puget Sound Spring 2018. That's this coming Saturday, and then I've got a week off where my daughter is gonna go to state solo and ensemble contest. She's a viola player, and one of her groups, actually two of her groups, got selected to go to state, and so they're going to go compete with their, I think she's got a string trio and a what else, it's a large group, so a small string orchestra doing some Locatelli piece, and they won the regional contest. So we're going to go out to, what is it, Ellensburg, I think, for Friday and Saturday, I believe. And then the next week, I'll be in Yakima at the Yakima cubing thing, and I'm just going to drive out the day of. It's close enough. It's only a few hours. Are you going to be in Yakima, Kit? I know I could go look this up on the WCA website, but like I'm lazy, so just tell me. What else we got going? Oh, placing a sticker. This one is touchy. It's a corner center sticker. So Puget, Yakima, Gaston, OSU, and Rose City. And you're going to be going to, what's the one in Everett in July? I would imagine you've probably got to be going to. Like everybody that wants to meet Felix is going to be there, and Kevin Hayes. That's going to be quite a deal. And oh, okay, that's a week before Nationals. Well, all right. Well, I'm definitely going to it because I'm not going to Nationals because, like, why would I go to Nationals? I can't qualify. Hopefully, though, I've been practicing a little more in earnest, and so I feel like my F2L is getting better, which should mean that it shouldn't be too long before I get a new PB on 3x3. And I just busted out a little over 6.5 minute 2-to-5 relay, which is a huge PB for me. Like I think my previous PB before that on a 2-to-5 was 7:15 or something. So obviously some things are starting to come along consistency wise. I think that's probably my main problem is consistency. Like there are times when the solves just go really well. Like I see everything really well and they go fine, and I'm, you know, I get the occasional sub 30 solve, which, yeah, okay. So I got a comment on one of my older videos, somebody throwing some shade at me because, you know, my PB was in the 20s, and they're like, I've been cubing a week and my PB's already 17. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm almost 50. So, and my hands don't move as fast. But also what doesn't, I mean, you know, nothing moves as fast. All I got, look ahead. Kit's look ahead is on. Okay, so Kit says I learned at Eugene that my look ahead is on point when I'm angry. Well, okay. Yeah, I should not. I don't cube well when I get angry. My times go up and up and up because, well, I don't know why. I've been working on being less angry. Mostly because the less angry I am, the lower my blood pressure is. The lower my blood pressure is, the, you know, better everything is, because you live longer if you keep your blood pressure low. Also, life just goes better if you keep your blood pressure low. Yeah, some people get motivated though. Like, anger can be motivating. Like, there are things that I do better when I get, I don't know, when I get mad and I'm like, all right, damn it, now we're gonna do this, right? That works. there's two things for me that just do not work if I get angry, and it all has to do with adrenaline and my hands. So I learned a couple of things. I used to play golf a lot. I've been a pretty avid golfer since I was. My dad put a club in my hands when I was about 6, and a thing that I learned was I play worse the angrier I get, and of course the angrier, the worse I play, the angrier I get as well. And the problem is what that does, at least for me and a lot of people my age, is it makes the hands stop working. And so, like, that short game that you have, chipping and short shots and putting and all that stuff, just goes to hell when you get a bunch of adrenaline in your system, which is why you see a lot of people miss putts when they've been playing really, really well all day. Their adrenaline goes up and then suddenly they just can't do it. And so I get the same thing. Well, the same thing happens with cubing for me, is suddenly the adrenaline is up and I just can't turn the cube. Like, I just misturn and whiff, and I'll turn layers that I didn't mean to turn. I'll accidentally turn a middle layer in the middle of an algorithm, and then I don't even know where I am. And so basically I get to go back and resolve the entire cube again. The best part, though, is when I do that and I still get a sub 40 solve, and that tells me, dude, you were on track for like a 25 or something. So I have to really be, I have to make sure that I don't let the adrenaline get to me too much. That's probably what caused that string of horrible solves out in Spokane last summer. Because I had an average in the low 40s at that time just from solving at home, but as soon as I got to the competition, all of a sudden I couldn't solve a cube. I think there were 3 solves there where I basically solved it twice. Got to the last layer, blew it up, and had to start over. You guys probably have no idea. That's probably never happened to you, so. Lol. Yes, I just said lol. That's pretty funny. Woohoo, we're almost done with white here. So, is this the kind of live stream that is interesting? Also, I'll ask again, depending on, since there's might be new people on the stream, do you guys want me to point the camera at the cube, or is the background good, or do you just not care? Because maybe you don't care. Yay, my sister's watching The Office upstairs. Hello there, Jacob Cubing. How are you doing? Oh, I just noticed. It puts the little message. So I'm watching the stream on my laptop at the same time that I'm streaming it from my phone. And I just noticed that it pops up the little messages on the phone too. That's really cool. I'm glad you're doing great. Hopefully you're having a pretty good weekend. I was just telling everybody earlier, I just got back from London last night, and I am just done. It was all good until it was time to get back into the United States. We had gotten to Vancouver because our flight, so we flew Air Canada. Oh, that one's crooked, but I can't really fix it. We flew in on Air Canada. We got to Vancouver, and let me tell you what, getting through security at Heathrow to get on the plane to come back to Vancouver was great. It was super simple. We just blew right through, and it was great. But when we got to Canada, we had to clear U.S. Customs in Canada because the Air Canada they don't go into the international gates at SeaTac. They just go to the regular gates. So you clear customs in Canada and essentially enter the U.S. while you're still in Canada, because there's like a little piece of the United States in the airport, which is kind of cool. But because of reasons, the security process getting back to the United States, even if you're a citizen, is pretty bad. So, you know, I can't recommend it. So we almost missed our flight back to Seattle, which would have been kind of disastrous, but we made it barely. And everything went wrong during the re-entry in the United States. So I am weary, just exhausted, but I'm also on London time. So I'm probably going to be tired, I don't know, in about an hour and wanting to go to bed, but I'm going to have to stay up. because I still have to go. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I wisely chose to work from home. That way they can't tell I'm nodding off. Oh, I wasn't going to drag my family to a competition while I was in the UK. Frankly, I didn't even look because I was like, no, they're not going to want to do that. They're going to want to do the sightseeing. And let me tell you what, we were pretty much go, go, go the whole time we were there. We didn't have very much downtime. And so, yeah, I wasn't going to drag them to a competition. Although I did have all my mains with me, so that was kind of cool. I practiced a goodly bit too. It's amazing. Nobody seems to look at you weird on the tube when you're cubing. There's apparently that's a thing that just happens and people notice and don't care. I frequently get comments on the bus or on the light rail in Seattle, and got nothing in London, which was pretty cool. I did do some slideshow style videos for my personal channel, and I'm thinking seriously about editing up a version for this channel of the trip to London as well. I can't decide if that's a thing that I want to do or if that would be interesting or what. And it's not super cubing related, although I do have a bunch of photos of me cubing or with cubes in some of the places. So that might be something I could do. So what else is going on? Oh, I don't remember if I said, and I don't know if anybody cares, but hey, it's a live stream, so I can do whatever I want, right? The Dreamcast, that one that I thought was Japanese, it turned out not to be Japanese and is a US Dreamcast, turns out works fine. We didn't think it was working, and suddenly it started working for me the other day, and I haven't been able to get it to not work, so I declare it working. So I have one upstairs and one downstairs now, which is kind of cool. Yay, Dreamcast. That was the one that I wished I had, and I never got, because it came out at a time when we could not afford to buy gaming machines at all. My understanding was that you still needed a Japanese console to play Japanese region-locked DVDs. I could be wrong about that. I might have to give that another look. I should go order that game, which I cannot remember which one it is. The name slips my mind, but sorry, got a low power warning on my phone there, so which is cool because I'm gonna probably head out soon. In any case, so yeah, I don't know about the region lock. I thought that the Dreamcast did have a region lock for at least JP. I don't know, or maybe I'm thinking UK. So yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what I read. And also, I might have been dreaming it. Who knows? I guess one thing I can do, although I do know for sure that this console is a US console. Oh yeah, and I mistakenly said DVD. I meant CD. It wasn't DVD yet, because you know, I don't think DVDs were a big thing yet. I think that was what rich people used to watch movies on at the time. I don't actually remember the timing. Anybody remember Laserdiscs? Or, you know, I was gonna say they're record sized, but I'm not sure anybody even knows what records are now. What I really like is how we use the term album to mean a thing when we're talking about digital media, but we still use the word album for it, at least in the I guess digital music business. I used to work for a couple of different companies that did encoding of music from So we literally bought CDs, brought them in-house, ripped them, encoded them to a high quality. I think we were using FLAC at the time to store them, and then we would do jobs for people like, say, Amazon. We would create samples for them. We would give, before they did it themselves, we would give them the files and everything. They'd give us money and we'd give them the files. And so even when we were doing digital, we still used the word album to describe that thing that is a collection of songs. Man, I really like stickering cubes. This is just so therapeutic and relaxing. I imagine modding things is a lot like this. It engages the hands, but it's also a kind of a bit of repetitive tasks, so you use different parts of the brain for it. I don't know. Well, now my phone... Oh, wait, what's Kit say? Kit says, stickering cubes freaks me out just because I know I'm going to do it wrong no matter what. You know, what I found is that I stopped caring if I was going to do it wrong, and then I stopped doing it wrong. And I also stopped caring how long it would take me. That was the other thing. I used to be like all in a hurry. I got to get this done. I got to get this done. Guess what? You don't got to get this done. Take your time, do it right. It takes as long as it takes. And if you get one on there, cattywampus, just lift it back off and put it back on. At least the cubicle stickers will allow me to do that as long as I haven't pressed it down on there real hard yet. And I've been able to get, I mean, this is not, let me see if I can get this in the shot. This is not perfect, but this cube is also not perfect, right? But that's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it doesn't look horrible. Like when I restickered my 8x8 the first time, I had this big gap around the center, and it looked really bad, and it's because I stickered it wrong, and I felt bad about it, but I also got in a hurry. And then I was like, well, I'll just finish because it's, you know, not good. But I don't know, once I got to the point where I stopped caring how long it took, then it started going better. Hello there, Coastal Cubing. How's it going? How long have I been on? About 45 minutes. Very nice. Yeah, this live streaming is kind of cool. I may have to do this more often. I'll find something more interesting for you to look at, though. Maybe. I don't know. I am doing super well. As I told everybody before, I just got back from London, and I am super tired. I would make the joke about my arms being tired, but that one's been done so much. Also, I'm not a vaudeville comedian. Also, not an actor. Actually, not really good at any of this. What I'm good at is running my mouth. I can say a lot of things in a short amount of time. I guess that's a skill, right? And I am stickering. But we've decided that because no one has complained that I'm not training the camera on the cube, you're just going to see my ugly mug in the camera. Oh, I should... Actually, let's take a small break. I want to show you what I got over here. So I went a little nuts. Now, how's this working? Oh, yeah. Turn this around. All right, now we've got the camera. That's my basement. Don't look at it too closely. So this is my workbench here. Wow, this is really bad video. And I've got this big stack of kits here. This is a ZX80 clone kit that you can build from scratch. This is actually two kits that I've filmed an unboxing for from Lee Hart. It's a 1802 processor membership card and a Z80 processor membership card that you can build. This is the 6502 badge that they did for the 40th anniversary of the Apple I coming out. This is a sound card for this, which is the RC 2014, which is also going to have an unboxing coming out soon. And so these are all 8-bit kit computers. This is the All-Star Plus. This is another 6502 based computer, I think. I don't remember for sure. And then this is the Putnam PE6502 single board computer. And these are all kits. I'm going to build them all. I'm going to review them all. And I'm going to learn how to program them all. And I have this big stack. So I have stuff to do for like probably the rest of my life as far as I can tell. That's my coffee maker. I love my Keurig. I know it's not very environmentally nice. This is my cube area. I have a bunch of them sitting there that I'm going to do some magnetizing. And then this is the rest of my crappy basement that is really dirty and I need to clean it up, but I just got back from London, so I'm not doing that right now. All right, turn it back around. Come on, do it. There we go. So now we're back at my desk. So Kit said he's got some comps coming up. Anybody else got comps coming up? Oh, Jacob Cubing. This is just the plain old Xingqiao 7x7. I don't actually like, I mean, you wouldn't use this for speed solving, but I really like the way these cubes look. And I really like the way they look with my shades on it. Here's a mini 7x7 that I restickered. God, the lighting is just terrible down here. Anyway, I just finished doing that one, and so I'm working on the big 7x7. This is the Ling Long. Oh no, it snowed 12 inches. Where are you located, Coastal Cubing? Yeah, the Xingqiao 7x7, the Ling Long is actually not that bad. You still wouldn't want to use it in a comp, right? Because it's not going to go fast. It doesn't corner cut, but it's a really nice looking cube though. And it turns out the ability to use it in a competition is not the only reason to have a cube. Middle of the country, yeah. My mom lives in the Kansas City area and was going on about the weather. I don't know if they got snow. She might be watching this. That would be cool. Although I would assume if she were watching this, she would have piped up in the chat. Although that assumes that she knows how to even get to YouTube. So that's not a given. Given that I'm almost 50, you could take a guess at how old my mom is. So probably more than almost 50. All right, so Samuel Wieland asks, what do you like more, software or hardware? Because I just learned programming with Java, but never did something with hardware stuff. So I am one of those weird people who I really like both. I got into software first, and so that's my profession. But I find the hardware fascinating, with a caveat though. I really enjoy older hardware. The new stuff, so FPGAs, which is basically the new, I guess it's kind of new hotness. It's not super new, but it's the programmable, it's a programmable chip that you can build pretty much anything on. And we used to have these things called pals and gals, which are programmable logic array type things. And then before that, you could do stuff with, like, you could hack EPROMs to turn those into, you could basically implement a logic function in an EPROM by programming it in a certain way such that when you would put certain signals on certain pins, it would give you certain signals on other certain pins. And you could kind of build a logic array that way. It was pretty hacky, but it was pretty cool. I enjoy the hardware because it is more mysterious to me than the software. I've programmed in most of the major languages out there, and I do programming for business, and I don't do anything cool anymore. I don't do, like, I always wanted to write compilers and stuff like that, but I never really got into that. And so I work for, I shall put it this way, I work for a very large internet retailer, and more than that I won't say. But, and so I basically make it easier for people to shop. So there you go. It's not a super admirable pursuit, but what it does do is it provides for the family, and that's my primary job. So I don't have to love what I'm doing as long as I like it well enough that I don't hate it, right? So I find hardware to be more mysterious than software, which makes me want to learn about it more. There's a lot to learn about constructing software still. Like, I can learn new things every day, but I don't find it super mysterious. I want to learn that stuff to make my job be okay and interesting, and because I also lead a team, so I have to teach them things. And so in order to keep up with everything and give them, you know, good advice and everything, I have to keep up on all the new stuff too, so I have to learn new things. But the hardware, I don't know, there's just something cool about taking building blocks that you kind of understand and turning them into big things that do stuff that you understand less, maybe. And so the idea of building a microprocessor out of logic chips from the late 60s and early 70s just really intrigues me. It's a thing I've been working on for, I don't know, I started working on it in 2014, and then I had to put that project aside, but I still have all my notes and everything, and so I'm still going to do it. Also, I just ordered a kit that, I can't remember what it's called. Well, I'll unbox it and when it gets here. But they've taken and made a kit to build a rudimentary 8-bit processor using TTL logic chips, which is those chips I was talking about from the 60s and 70s. And so I have a whole bin full of them right there. Yeah. So that should be fun. Let's see, did I miss any comments? No. All right, well, my phone is about to die, and also I need to get moving anyway. So with that, hey, thanks for dropping by and watching, and I'll go ahead and leave this video up for anybody else because there were updates and stuff. So just to, whoops, bumped the camera, sorry about that. So just to recap, video schedule might slow down because fair is coming up, and I'm just going to have to refocus my energy to making sure that I have costumes and everybody has instruments and everybody knows how to play and all that stuff. And I want to keep the video quality up, so I'm not going to be able to do them as often. So I'm probably going to go to a weekly schedule with a possible live stream, or, you know, just some kind of walkthrough with update or something like that. That's what I'm looking at. I am going to probably dump a bunch of unboxings up a couple of times a week just to get the queue drained and everything. So that'll be coming. Hopefully everybody likes unboxings. Most of them are kits, and that's just kind of what I got right now. I have a couple of things on order from, I think, the Cubicle that'll be coming. So I'll be able to do some stuff, but just not as often. And I guess with that, yeah, my camera's about to die, or my phone's about to die. So with that, I guess thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll catch you at the next time that I get online, or the next video that I put up. And hopefully we can come out, hang out, and I might be able to get Dave to come live stream with me sometime in the near future. And if we can, then we'll do that. And if we do that, though, I will try to put up advance notice so that everybody will know when we're going to do it. So it's not just, you know, happenstance who gets to watch and everything. So hopefully everybody's having a good time. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay? All right. I guess that's it. Now, how do I stop this thing? Well, we're going to find out.